Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by fields and forests, lived an old lady. She was very old with silver hair and gentle wrinkles across her face, but her eyes were always bright, full of peace and kindness. She lived alone in a small house near a large banyan tree. Her husband had passed away long ago, and she had no children, yet she never complained. Every day she sat under the banyan tree, smiling and talking to anyone who passed by. Her presence brought comfort to the villagers, especially during hard times. In that village, people worked hard. Some were farmers, others were carpenters or sellers in the market. But sometimes the rains failed, crops died, and illness spread. Life was not easy, and many hearts carried silent worries. One day, a young woman named Radha came to the old lady, tears streaming down her face. "My husband went to the city to find work," she cried. "It's been weeks. He hasn't sent any money. My children are hungry. I don't know what to do." The old lady smiled softly. "Sit down, my child," she said. "Tell me, what do you believe will happen?" Radha wiped her eyes and whispered, "I think bad things will happen. What if he doesn't find work? What if he forgets us?" The old lady gently shook her head. "When we think only bad thoughts, we feel weaker. But when we think good thoughts, even in pain, we feel stronger. Let me tell you a story." She continued, "Once there was a poor man who had nothing. He sat by the river and cried. An old woman saw him and asked why he was sad. He said, 'I have nothing.' The woman smiled and said, 'You have the river, the sun, the trees. If you only focus on what you lack, you will always be sad. But if you see what you do have, you will find peace.' The man listened, looked around, and slowly smiled. From that moment, his life began to change, not because of money, but because of his thoughts." The old lady looked at Radha and said, "Life didn't magically change for that man. He changed his thinking, and that gave him strength." Radha asked, "Will my thoughts really change my life?" The old lady nodded. "Yes, my dear. If you wake up and say today will be a good day, you'll find strength to care for your children and hope for your husband's return." Radha went home and remembered those words. Each morning she told herself, "Today will be a good day." She worked hard, cared for her children, and chose hope over fear. Weeks later, a letter arrived. Her husband had found work and was sending money. Overjoyed, Radha ran to the banyan tree. "He got a job," she said. The old lady smiled and replied, "You see, when we think positively, we invite light into our lives. Troubles may come, but a hopeful heart always finds a way through." From then on, villagers often came to her seeking advice, and to all, she gave the same words. Think good thoughts, and good will follow. Subscribe my channel, The Lost